Yo, it's me, Jace. I'm back. I hope for a while. I feel pretty good. This past 6 months to a year have been a little bit crazy. In the last year, I've gone from looking for a new job to being approached about buying a plant shop to questioning, can I buy a plant shop? To finding out I'm going to buy a plant shop. Buying a plant shop. Being at a plant shop and running the plant shop. So all those things have made it to where for a long time I was pretty stressed and I didn't want to do anything other than work and stay at home. But I hired some employees. I have so much time on my hands, not really, but more than I have had, and I'm back. So plans for today. Really, this whole video is to me test out this new lens that I got for the reels that I do for the plant shop. It's higher quality than I need, but I like. So testing out this new lens, and I am gonna just be doing some things. On the docket, I built a shelf. That's exactly what you're on right now. You're actually on a wire shelf. I grow a lot of plants in this little greenhouse, whether it be propagations, mother plants for anthuriums that I make, as well as the seedlings that I make from the mother plants, as well as miscellaneous doohickeys and bits and bobs in the sky. And I will be taking you with me. I need to repot some fresh cut cacti. Yeah! I'm taking these over to a place nearby, not nearby really, it's about I think 30 to 40 minutes away. I haven't mapped it because I'm a little bit scared. But you're going with me. We're gonna repot those in their hopefully backyard. I wasn't actually the one that sold them, one of my new employees did, and I didn't get all the information. I plan on finding out when I get there how it's gonna work. Really, these just wanna be in a spot where they're getting either full shade or some morning sun here in Texas. Morning sun being great. Watering right now once a week while it's still warm but not 100 degrees. Once it starts getting a little bit hotter, you start watering a little bit sooner, potentially twice a week. And you can get those to root in about 3-4 weeks pretty easily. From there, they'll grow about a foot in a summer in Texas. I got one about 2 years ago at right around 5 foot, and it's about 7.5 feet tall. I'm only showing this high because I'm 6'10", but it's about that much higher than me. I love it. It's flowered for me a bunch of times. Pretty cool. But yeah, it feels good to be back in front of a camera, kinda, sorta, but mostly it's good to be talking to you. I missed you. Cool. Gotta move this cabinet out of the way before I break everything. I'm getting this cabinet because I'm starting to have to put things on the floor, like propagations, and I'm just running out of room constantly, which is a good problem and a bad problem. Hopefully some of these things, as I get ready, I can start moving them out. But right now it's just a little bit of a wreck, and it's driving me crazy, and every time I start to gain ground, I lose ground. Let's get this knocked out. Oh, this Esqueleto is growing though. That's the leaf that came with me cutting, but this is the new growth point. It's decent size. I moved you a little bit closer. Not a lot, but enough. And this guy I need to chop up because the growth point's twisting the plant. But say big ol' El Chaco Red that has started to face all of its leaves up because it's so heavy. It's a beautiful plant. But that sheen is crazy. And then the red underneath is also crazy. Pretty plant. It is in desperate need of a chop and prop. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that Esqueleto cutting. Esqueletos used to be impossible to find. Then the other day I brought some in for $25, 6-inch pots with 3 or 4 plants in each, and they would just sat. They didn't sell. Maybe I didn't push them hard enough, but yeah, I don't know. Do people still want Escolettos? Now that I own a plant shop, it feels like I'm always trying to figure out what people want. And it is the year of the begonia. People are in love with begonia this year. And there's always a space for anthurium, there's always a space for Hoyas. Philodendrons aren't going anywhere, but it feels like people are really chasing after the begonia this year. Trays full of pea gravel. Tough to move. Just saw the light of day for the first time in years. Gotta get these cinder blocks out of here. Who made cinder blocks so heavy? Oh. All right. I don't think that that's enough space to put the cabinet, but guess what? We're gonna give our darndest to try and fit it in. If not, we can scoot this further over, and this, I think, can't go farther over. But renovation. You do what you can while you can, when you can, how you can, whatever. I'm getting the I don't want tos. Wait till you see me turn this corner. Whoa! Woo! How did I get the other ones in? Let's see. Perfect fit for a quick slide and slip and slide, and let's go. Holy cow. Not bad. So far pretty easy. Is that a customer? Oh, thank God, that would have been hard to explain. Okay. That's me like half the time. I'm like, is that someone walking in? I'm doing something weird. Just an inch at a time. There we go. All right. Please don't mess up my variegated forgetty eye. We can mess up everything else. All right. Okay. All right. Bada bang. I don't think it's gonna fit. Waldo! Okay. Let's move this pellidiflorum so we don't ruin that. You're too pretty to ruin. Variegated forgetty. I'm gonna twist you a little bit. Ka-chow. Come on. Turn in there. I think we missed it by a 1/4 inch. Ow. Hide Waldo for the kids. Not my kids. I don't have kids. But for the, in general, kids. The youths. Turn it, turn it. We're cooking now. We're freaking cooking. Oh, let's go. Oh. Just like that, I got it in. Let me bring you closer. Ignore the mess. There's a huge mess. You're gonna have to ignore it, or just close your eyes. You'll see some rough plants on the floor, and several things are not great, but look at that. Look at that. And now I can go vertical with way more stuff. I can do more seedlings and propagations. I can get more mother plants on the top. It's a good day. I'm glad I knocked that out. All right, let's move some mother plants over and see how things are looking. So I have some plants that are doing good, but I have some plants that are pretty big for the shelves that they're on. So I don't want them to be up right on top of a grow light, you know what I mean? So I'm going to utilize these grow lights that are further away. They're pretty strong, but they're further up. So I'm going to utilize those for these. And it's a bunch of really cool ones, so I'm really excited for these to have some space to grow and not get boinked. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. So I got some pretty cool ones right now. This one's from a local guy. He imports a lot of Anthurium. I don't know where the light is. It's for sure not that way. It's all up here. But this is an Anthurium red vein dark phoenix crossed with an unbeknownst Anthurium, but it's called Anthurium sweetheart. But man, this purple's kind of crazy. Let's see if I can, where there's light to catch that purple sheen. I have no idea. I need a bigger screen so I can see stuff. But beautiful. I'm excited about this one. I just picked this one up. And then this one's from another local guy, Mark's Aeroids. It's one that I'm pretty excited about. It's a red crystal with black velvet Eastern Panama crossed with red vein dark phoenix. You can tell I like my red vein dark phoenixes. But this one's really pretty. And that red emergent, come on, come on. Yeah, those are just getting smushed up pretty close to a grow light. I didn't want that to keep happening because they deserve some better space. And I might even pull it out a smidge so that they're not smushed up against the top of this greenhouse. This greenhouse used to be only to about this tall, maybe. I've since raised it up 2 cinder blocks because I'm a very tall person. I'm the only person that can get in and out of this thing now, and I'm not mad about it. It feels good already to have some more space with this. And I made these taller than my other ones, which will be, the other ones will be great for seedlings, for props. I have some ping props going. There's still a ton of work that needs to go on in here, but at least this feels halfway decent. Anyway, thanks for helping me putting this up. Let's go deliver that cactus. Well, my camera stopped recording as I was loading them up. That's okay. Those things happen. You just roll with punches. You do what you can, when you can, how you can. I probably have said that. I've just been living by that recently. But I loaded up the cacti. We're about to head out. Got a pot, 15-inch white pot, 2 serious Jamakaru, cuddly cactus. They've been sitting in my shop for like a month or so. I'm a little bit time blind. They've been sitting in my shop. And they've just been sitting in like the air. There's no soil. But they've already started to root, which is kind of cool. I was going to show you. Let's see. So I got them loaded up in my camper. But look at these roots right there. They are ready to be potted, ready to start taking off. What a cool little thing. What a cool thing. Nature, pretty fun. I'm going to pot it into Coco Loco with some perlite, about 50-50. I'm going to bring some rock top dressing in case they want it for something pretty or to keep the soil in if it's real windy. But yeah, let's go ahead and knock that out and I'll bring you along. All right, good news. We got confirmation to record this. And we actually have another little guy that we're going to repot here in a second as well. So I am going to get things set up. I think that I'm going to need to empty out my watering bin. I carry like watering cans in this bin right here. I'm gonna clear that out so I can mix some soil in there for the pot, and we'll go from there. Go. Now that we have some soil in the bottom, it should be halfway decent to stand up by itself. Thank God that was tricky. I don't know if it caught my little foot trick, but the ice cream truck's here, if you couldn't hear it. This is planted. I want to see if they want any pea gravel on top. We can kind of go from there. All right, BRB. We got a little guy that is in need of a quick repot too. It's a little pokey, but nothing I can't handle. I say, watch me freaking ruin my day. All right. So, spiny cactus, they suck, but they're awesome. This is what you want cactus for, are spines. You can get away with grabbing them where they're corked. That way the spines are usually gone by then. And then if you're holding things soft enough, it won't really get you that bad. I won't say that this is true for every cactus. Please don't go and test this theory on other cacti, because there are some that will ruin your week, your month, your day. I just know someone's staring at me with the way that I'm squatted doing this. Let's go. Cool. Cool, nice and loose, kind of tap it in, tuck any roots that might have flopped. And I'm gonna leave a pretty wide space for the pea gravel.
They wanted to come see it, I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
So pretty, right? No spikes for the big one, yeah. No.
Nickname is Cuddly Cactus, because you could, yeah, basically hug it.
I love it.
There's spikes, but they're real short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not this one. Some of these, I saw some in a yard up there that you could cut down and make some tequila though.
Dad came and he was doing everything. It's like the same. It's like they're doing the same pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could cut right here, and from there you'll get branches. And this one you could do the exact same thing.
You just
Put
it on the ground.
Put it in another
It
pot.
grows back.
Yep.
Yay, now he'll stand up straight.
Not like that. Like my mom said. Why did you say that?
What did your mom say?
She said, yeah.
All right, planted it. I didn't show the final product because it's like right next to their address, so I didn't want to out them. But it was beautiful. You saw how I planted it with what I planted it. I put some pea gravel on the top. I don't know if it recorded that while they were talking to me, but super cute. Repotted a little plant for them. All around, good time. I might call it there for the day. But I think I'm gonna do like weekly vlogs or weekly whatchamacallums, where I take you around, show you snippets of the day, anything I do that's interesting or not interesting. Really, I'm just gonna record stuff and have fun doing it. Thank y'all. I might try and zoom in, and then if their shooby-dooby, their address is there, I'm gonna bleep it out. It'll be good for me to learn how to do that. But here, let's see. It's beautiful right there next to their door. Good morning. Early start, but at the same time, late start. It is 7:30. I like to get to this. It's Monday. Monday are my big plant maintenance care days. So I'm driving all over the place today. And I don't know how they would feel if I brought a camera. We'll see. I'll talk to them. Some of them are beautiful, beautiful spaces. But yeah, Mondays are busy, busy days. So my shop's actually closed till 1, so I can go from 10, well, earlier, until 1, doing plant maintenance until I have to come back. And we get our plant shipments on Mondays as well. So by the time I get back, we'll be getting some plants in, and we'll be going from there. Hopefully something cool. I didn't put in a specific order today, so I'm getting a lot of extras, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see. Bring you along. Yeah. Cool. See you later. Well, today has been a long one. Made a reel. Yay! And then all the audio just disappeared. I don't know what happened, so I have to redo the whole edit, which is fine. It's just I'm not made of time, so that's always hard. But it will get done, and it'll just be posted later than I wanted it to be, and that's okay. But we got plants in. Shop's looking good. It's very full. Things aren't in their forever homes yet. There's still some plants on the ground and stuff, but everything looks good. I'll show you a couple of the new guys. There's some really pretty ones out. We got in some Anthurium radicans luxurians hybrids. They're beautiful. The new leaves come out orange, and then it will go to that crocodile green. We got in some Hoya quinquenervia, which is a fun Hoya. This is one that needs to find a forever home. It'll be somewhere, probably right there. We got Monstera pinnatipartita. That's a fun one to say, pinnatipartita. They look like Monstera perus. And I know that they start like that, and I'm hoping that they will start to fenestrate. Some Alocasia fridex. People love those. Some Anthurium hookerii. We've had those for a while, but they'll at some point sell. Alocasia maharani, thick leaves, and the bottoms are that red like a black velvet. Rhino skin Hoya, or not Hoya, Alocasia. There's a spider on my mic. We got in. People are sleeping on these lipstick plants. Look at the old leaves. Hold on. Look at the old leaves on that. They're beautiful. It's a cool one. I took one home too. LOL. Ant plants are always cool. We didn't get them in. Another one that people have been sleeping on. But it's just educating people is sometimes the hard part about getting them to buy something new. What else we get in? showed you this one earlier. This is its home for right now. That one won't be here for very long, I'm sure. Some ponytail palms. Mandula pothos. It's always a fun pothos. Let's see. We probably got some more in. Philodendron Jose Buono. Some with some pretty cool variegation. Like that's funky. It reminds me of my Adansonii Indonesian mint a little bit. Yeah, we got some cool things in the shop. It's been made for a hectic, fun, busy day. All right. From here, I have a couple things that I knock out. Walgreens, bank, go home, cook dinner. Good morning. It is Tuesday. My glasses are dirty, but I'll deal with that later. It is 7:15. Today could be one of two things. Extremely busy driving a whole bunch, or a calm, nice drive around day. It's all mindset. I have 6 accounts that I want to do today, 6 plant maintenance spots. And then I don't work till 4 today, which is awesome. I also need to go pick up a gluten-free nothing bundt cake for my employee. Their birthday is tomorrow, so want to acknowledge that and celebrate that. And I'm glad that I'm saying all this stuff out loud because I would have forgotten that. I need to do that. And what else? So plant maintenance, nothing but cake. Oh, at noon I need to be 30 minutes from here. 30 minutes isn't too long, but it's long enough to where you have to plant it. I have to pot a couple cacti and bring this guy a couple little Dracaena lemon limes. Deliveries are always fun, but it's a good start to the day. Let's get to it. Hopefully today goes smooth. It probably will. It's hard to have a bad day doing plant stuff. When I didn't own the shop, it was especially hard to have a bad day. Now that I own the shop, you can have a bad day. If something goes wrong, it's on you. But just don't let things go wrong, ever. All right, bye. I got the goods. Nothing bundt cake. Got a little gluten-free option for them for their birthday. Gonna go in, drop off a card, leave it at the shop for them, so that when they get there, they can either have a delicious breakfast, which is not probably a good quality breakfast, or they can save it for later for a delicious dessert, or they can give it away to anyone they want. It is intention that matters. But yeah, 3 plant maintenance is done, 3 more to go. Making decent time. It's 9:13. It is 100% humidity out. It is a little miserable carrying around watering cans and a bag full of leaves at any point in time, but you do what you gotta, and actually it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to work with plants. It's hot, sweaty, sometimes grueling work, but it's easier than construction. Anyway, take what you can get. well, we're getting rid of this euphorbia for them before putting in the serious, the cuddly cactus. Ooh, it's bright. It's very bright. And he said, we can have it. So this sucker's going in my backyard. But pretty cool plant. It looks like it's just top heavy for him. We'll get him set up with a new cactus. It's gonna look great. It's gonna be framing his doorway in a northeast, kind of like a porch. It's like a covered entrance. I don't know what you'd call that, but they're gonna do awesome there. And then, yeah, they should get about a foot taller over the summer. And before you know it, he'll have a 7-foot cactus. Anyway, I'm gonna knock this out and I might show you what the final result looks like in these beautiful big white pots. Go. All right, let's knock this out. Hopefully this is just an easy slide in, slide out. And thankfully these aren't gonna ruin my day with spines. Cuddly cactus, called cuddly because you could cuddle them. The spines are real short. There are spines, but they're not very pokey by any means. They're just less than a centimeter long, and they're not really all that sharp. Oh, good roots on this guy. Let's get them both set in there real fast. Good roots on both of them, thank God. I knew that they would be, because they always are from this nursery, but don't really have to mess with the roots of a cactus too much to get them to start to root. They'll always kind of find a way to do it themselves. A lot of cactus content. I love that. I love cacti. Alright. Let's break our back for the sake of beauty. First try is a miracle. First try again, thank God. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just perfect against those doors. Pretty proud of that. All right, I'll see you later. All right. I'm tired. I'm sweaty. I'm dirty. That is the fun and that's the fun part. School bus. Yeah. That's the fun part, and it's the fun part. I get to be out. The Texas sun can be not so fun, but I get to be out, get to be seeing new places, new houses, new people, repotting cacti. Super fun. I'm going to run home, shower, and do some computer work. I'm not a computer guy. I'm outside sitting on the porch, enjoying the weather. It's been a hot one, but the day cooled off. It started to rain. I'm about to go grab dinner. Carly has Stitch night out, where she needlepoints with a bunch of her friends at a local needlepoint shop, which is super fun. I'm glad that she has a group like that. But yeah, just a quiet little day, besides the bird. And that crazy lightning, I wonder if that got caught. Which is crazy because I can see light. It's not like that dark. Texas weather's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go grab dinner. I think I might call it a night. Thanks for helping me out today. See you tomorrow.
it's my favorite moments are when I'm caught off guard, or when I'm not trying to put up barriers to stop you guys, but I'm trying to logic out.
Good morning. Oh, it's my first Friday off in a while, so naturally a lot of stuff that I need to do. And to start, I need to clear out my truck so that I can have my truck to use. My buddy Daniel had a bunch of tree limbs down, so I said, I got a big trash can, I'll throw them away for you. And now I have to unload them all. I don't mind. It's always good to be nice. But these suckers hurt. Still dirty, but it's about to get real dirty right now. All right, let's go pick up some plants for an install. The install, we're doing all right, let's go pick up some plants for an install. We're installing some horse reed, I don't know the Latin name for this one. It's similar to equestrian. It's pretty cool. It's a type of reed that's been around like since the dinosaurs. And apparently it does well in a clay heavy soil, which she has. I don't do a lot of outdoor plants. I mean, of course all plants are outdoor, but I don't do a lot of outdoor Texas plants. Do a lot of tropicals. But these ones are cool. Should be theoretically a pretty quick bam, bam, bam. And then out of there, we'll see. I don't have high hopes that it's really quick. But in theory, it should be. We gotta go pick up those plants first. Let's go! Ooh, to the brim. What do we think the odds are of me spilling this coffee all over myself? I don't know where the lid is. That'll be fine. I'll just hold it steady like a gimbal. Ah, nice. All right, let's go to freaking Keller. All right, it's later. I dilly-dallied around doing a bunch of stuff that ADHD, as I see things that I think, I should do that real quick, and then it adds up, and then now it's 12. But, got a cold brew, that should help, and I'm gonna go do that plant maintenance now. But yeah, that's one space that I felt really good about videoing, and I wanted to show y'all something that I'm doing, because I could just be lying and be like, I went here and there and I did a whole bunch. And you're supposed to believe me. Most of the time I'm sweaty after, so you know I'm doing something, but it's plants.